Hey, what's going on, guys? Archer Mark here. I'm back with another Star Wars figure review. Today I have for you from Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch scale, soon to be seen in the new Force Awakens movie. This is Finn. I think this is a very cool figure. I'm very excited to have added this guy to my collection. And we'll give you a closer look. First, let's look at the packaging. Again, slightly new packaging for the Force Awakens figures. And we got the Star Wars The Black Series logo. I like the black and red color scheme. And we have the black and white image there. Nice bigger image this time. I like that. You know, every couple of waves it seems like Hasbro's just changing up the packaging. I hope they stick with this one for a while. I really like this one. You see it says Finn as seen on the planet Jakku. And Hasbro logo. This is figure number 1 in the line. And we got all your various warnings, different languages, Disney logo. And we see Star Wars The Black Series, figure number 1. And his little mini bio here. Finn, a trained warrior desperate to escape his past, Finn is plunged into adventure as his conscience drives him down a heroic but dangerous path. Very cool. So that makes us think all sorts of things of, you know, it's my thinking that this guy's going to be, you know, he's a stormtrooper and he's going to defect, and, you know, it just sounds very interesting. That, again, we know so little about this movie so far. We're still a few months away. We really don't know much about it, and I think that's good. You know, I want to be, it makes us more excited. Like, we're going to go in not knowing much, you know, knowing as little as possible. I think that's a good thing. So this is a very cool figure. I only have him and Rey so far. I still have not found Kylo Ren or the Stormtrooper, which are going to be really hot. And hopefully I do not have to go through, you know, jump through crazy hoops to find them. But, you know, hey, one figure at a time. So give you a look up and down. I really like this outfit. It reminds me of Luke's outfit at the end of A New Hope, the ceremony outfit. Basic black pants, and you got this kind of like a dark brown yellow jacket, like almost like a mustard color. And you can see, hopefully my camera's picking up all the wrinkles and the molding, the little lines on the jacket. And very cool. Really well done. And one thing that I noticed I love is the dirt and dust that's put on the pants, as if he's been, you know, walking through the desert, which Jakku is a desert planet. Which that I find interesting too. You know, the first time we saw the trailer, people were like right away like, "Oh, that's got to be Tatooine," but no, we know now that that is Jakku, which is cool. And again, just to show you, I love, you got a little bit of more color right here, this red patch here, and some sort of, I don't know if that's a rank badge or what that is, but it's an interesting detail. It looks cool. And facial sculpt looks good. The hair is sculpted nicely. There's no different paint variations. It's just black hair, which is fine. His eyes they don't look mispainted, but they look odd. I don't know. There's something about the way the eyes are sculpted look a little odd, but not too bad. And you can see here his one blaster that he comes with, which is very cool looking. It's kind of unique. It's definitely, it reminds me a little bit of like the Rebel blaster that we see in the original film. It's a little similar to that. Obviously, it's nicely sculpted, nicely painted. You got the colors pretty much, it's kind of the same color as his jacket, kind of matches that. We also have this silver and a little bit of black. One thing in the packaging, I've noticed this, I've seen other reviews of this guy where it's gotten kind of bent in the packaging. and you have to kind of like move it around to try and get it to look straightened out. I still maybe a little more playing around with it, I can get it better. But other than that, it looks good. It is a shame that we did get a little bit of that warping there. Okay. But now that is the only accessory that he has. Okay. Just take that out of his hand. And go over the articulation on this guy. It's not bad. It's a little better than the Ray figure. Head is on a nice ball joint, so you get left and right. You do have that hinge joint, but again, they made really tight the joints on the neck. So you can look down and you can look up, but you really gotta like force it, and you almost have to force down the neck a little bit, which worries me a little bit. But I guess that's better than an overly loose joint. So that's good. Ball joints on the shoulders, and you move up, and again, nice and tight, forwards, backwards. Again, no bicep rotation. Again, we've gotten this with all the other Black Series figures that I could think of, or most of them at least. But these Force Awakens characters don't seem to be getting as much articulation as previous waves. So I find that disturbing. We do have a single joint at the elbow, not a double joint like we've had. Do get swivel. You do have swivels and hinge joints at the wrist, and they move really well. Okay, both arms, of course. The jacket, one thing, is a kind of a flexible material, so you can move it around to keep it from hindering the articulation too much. You do have an upper torso joint there, and so left, right, and you get a little bit of up and down, not too much, but you still can get a decent amount of movement there, and there's no waist articulation. The legs are articulated joints there that move out a decent amount, and you have legs kick forward pretty good, and back. You get a upper thigh swivel, which is good. Now we get double joints at the knees, which that's nice. And we have hinge joints at the shoes, and you do have ankle pivots. So articulation wise, this guy is really, really good. Again, a lot better than Ray. So far, she's kind of the fail of the... I don't want to say complete fail. That's not really true. But he's comes off a lot better articulated than the Ray figure. Okay, and I'll give you another look at the blaster that he comes with. Again, this is really kind of bugging me. I really wish we could fix that a little better. Well, I'll keep working on it. And it's nicely sculpted again. Just want to make sure I'm giving you... you could fit it in either hand, but it's really meant to be in this hand here because he has the sculpted trigger finger, which, as you can see, goes right on the trigger, so that's good. So you can get some decent poses with him. You know, I have seen in other reviews that if you have the Stormtrooper, you can do a simple head swap because, you know, obviously we see him in Stormtrooper armor. I do not have that figure yet, but still searching. Fingers crossed. But overall, this is a really great figure. The first wave is pretty strong. Again, I wish we weren't getting a repainted Chewbacca. It's just, do we really need that? You know, I love Chewie, but and the other four are all main characters. But I feel the lack of articulation, you know, the bicep swivel and the double hinge joints on the elbows, that's a bit of a disappointment. That seems to be what we're getting with the Force Awakens figures, and yet we've got that with all the others. I don't know if that's a cost-cutting thing, or maybe they felt it wasn't necessary. I don't know. But other than that, that's the main problems I have with this figure. Other than that, I think it's a great figure. It's well sculpted. It's well painted. The articulation that's there is really good and works really well. You know, I like the outfit. And, you know, packaging, the whole deal. Overall, this is my favorite figure of the bunch so far. Again, I only have the two, so that's who I'm comparing them. And speaking of comparing, let's just to bring in Ray, just for comparison. You see the height difference, just to get an idea of scale. Okay, just to bring that, and then you see that. So the scale's pretty good. Again, I'm be excited to get a hold of at least one of the stormtroopers, and definitely want that Kylo Ren figure. But good things come to those who are patient. But overall, this is a great figure. I would definitely recommend him. Again, it's a main character. It's one of these main characters I think people are gonna really like. He seems to be like he's gonna be an intriguing and interesting character. And again, we really won't know until the movie comes out. So again, we're all just speculating. It just helps build the excitement. So there you go. This is Finn as seen on Jakku, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Rate, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And until my next video, there has been an awakening. So long.